What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another day, another episode of the Daily Grind. I'm your host, 30NSG, and on today's show, we're going to be talking about PlayStation 5 owners are really want play Xbox games as Microsoft tops Sony's pre-order charts. We're going to talk about Marvel. Marvel Rivals Ultron merch hits stores before Leak Hero releases. We're going to talk about Blizzard co-founder Mike Morhami's new company is putting Sea of Thieves style shenanigans in space with a new crew-based shooter. So we'll talk about that. It's called, I believe it's called Wild Gate. Assassin's Creed Shadows isn't the hit Ubisoft desperately needs, analysts say. We're also going to watch a video of Wild Gates a little bit. And we have some numbers for Assassin's Creed as well. There was a person on Twitter, on X, talking about the actual numbers that he did. And then I found a video that he went on, I think it's Smash JT, and he talks about where he came up with the numbers and what the actual sales could be, right? Not that they're the one-all be-all numbers, but, you know, he did math and showed based on what these things were in the past, what this is now, and what the total sales are around for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Since they don't want to share the numbers, we'll look at the numbers and what the actual player base is, right? So if you guys like what we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. If you like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. We just go over news stories, have conversations. I give you my thoughts and opinions on those, and then you guys give me your thoughts and opinions based on the article itself. What's going on, chat? Let's see who's here. Ultron, Eclipse, Jason, Kylo, Sarge, Drummond, Travis, Waterbear, and Wonder Rose. Good morning. Good morning. If I missed anybody as you come in the chat, I'll say good morning to you. Appreciate you coming out, hanging out. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps us out. Those of you who are here every single day watching is fantastic. But watching and hitting that like button pushes it out to other people, and then other people can come and join in on the shenanigans and the fun that we have. So I appreciate it. All right, so let's start off. Let's start off with the PlayStation and Xbox story here. Okay, I mean, you saw it. What's going on, Roadkill? We just saw Travis in chat itself say that he pre-ordered Indiana Jones and he's excited to play it. Right, so PlayStation 5 owners really want to play Xbox games as Microsoft tops Sony's pre-order charts. Okay, now mind you, the small minority of people that talk crap about one side or the other, the fanboys, the Sony ponies on one side, the Xbox on the other, the rest of the gaming community just wants to play games. They just want to play games, right? And this is what it shows. So Tom Henderson says Indiana Jones and Forza Horizon 5 are both topping the pre-order charts on Sony's PlayStation Store. Okay, if you're looking for some solid evidence that Microsoft's strategy to bring Xbox games to PlayStation 5 is seeing some early success, look no further than Sony's own PlayStation Store today. The top pre-order games in the U.S. PlayStation Store are Indiana Jones and the Great Circle and Forza Horizon 5, with the $99.99 premium versions for both games providing the most popular. Okay. They have also noticed that some same story for Canadian PlayStation Store across a variety of European stores, including France, Germany, Italy, Spain, and the UK. Microsoft-owned Bethesda announced earlier this week that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will debut on PlayStation 5 on April 17th, with the premium version providing 2 days early access. I think this is fantastic because the game's been out since like December, but they're putting early access because obviously it's coming to a new platform, so they get early access. So think about think about what companies can do. Not only can they release it and then get pre-order sales for early, extra money for it, and then the pre-order, sales for that, but then they release it there, then they release it on the next console, and they do early access for that as well. It's crazy. Okay, so April 15th, Forza Horizon 5 is also coming to Sony rival console on April 29th. So bing, bada boom, in April, two of the biggest games that are coming out that are pre-ordered right now from April 15th and April 29th are Indiana Jones. So you see the $99.99 version of Indiana Jones Great Circle is the top spot in the PlayStation Store. And then you have the Indiana Jones $70 version. And then you have Forza, the $100 version is there as well. And then you have the $60 version of Forza. Microsoft may have themed these two games timed these two games perfectly for PlayStation 5 amidst a slow point of Sony's own game studio. But the software maker has seen success with earlier Xbox titles on PlayStation 5. Sea of Thieves debuted on PlayStation 5 in April last year, and Sony revealed it was the top seller across the U.S., Canada, and EU markets a month later. It remained that Sony's top downloads listed for next nearly 6 months. And Microsoft Xbox Everywhere strategy, which has also been covering closely into the Notepad newsletter over the past year, is clearly doing well on PlayStation 5 and expect to see more titles land on Sony's console throughout the 2025 and beyond. Microsoft also preparing a similar list of Xbox games for Nintendo Switch 2, with reports suggesting that the next-gen console will launch in June, with a third-party games to follow later this year. Right, so no matter what people tell you that nobody wants to buy or play Xbox games, or Xbox is dead, and yet Microsoft, who's made their living, Microsoft, taking software and putting it on other people's actual TV sets and PCs and mobile phones and all this other stuff, they're still here. They're still here. They've been here for 25 years, 24 years, okay, since they came out with their Xbox originally. Microsoft's been around since the early 80s, and they're a $1 trillion company. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. Xbox is not going anywhere anytime soon. They just keep getting more money from their competitors, okay? And the people that are like, oh, Xbox is dead, obviously your own, if you're a PlayStation guy, your own fans, which they should be, because people that are playing games like to play games, regardless if it's on PlayStation, regardless if it's on Xbox, regardless if it's on Nintendo or PC. Gamers want to play games. I know it's crazy. Gamers want to play games, and obviously this shows it. The top spot, not only in the PlayStation Store in America, but in France, Germany, Italy, Spain, and the UK. Right? So you're going to see more of this, right? Even though if Starfield comes down the line, it's like 2 years later after it came out, and it comes to PlayStation, it'll make more money. It made a shit ton of money when it came out. It made a shit ton of money on Steam. It'll make a shit ton of money on PlayStation. And the best part about PlayStation is that you get a better version, because when the games come out broke, buggy, and unfinished, 2 years later when you get the actual game on PlayStation, you might actually get a complete game for your money. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about, well, how are they going to spin this? How are they going to spin that Indiana Jones and Forza Horizon 5 are the top sellers on Sony? Because if they admit that, well, it's just this, then they have to admit the other things don't sell as well either. All right? But again, these are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe. If you like what I do here, check out some of the other videos. Thanks for watching. All right. Let me scroll back up, see what you guys are saying. Good morning. Drummond, good morning. It was first like for the stream today. Nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Travis says, Smash JT can count past 3. I'm shocked. Past 3? Well, it's not even Smash JT that was saying stuff, Travis. It was the person that had the tweet that I said is on Smash JTV. Waterbear says 30. We know they had over 2 million players. That's right, 2 million. 2 million players for Assassin's Creed. I have thoughts and opinions. So do I. What's going on, Roadkill? Ghost Fixer says, I'm going to be annoyed if my manager tries to text me into work once I have a day off. I hate when they do that. You know what I mean? It's like, you gave me a day off. Leave me alone for a second. Just leave me alone. Ron Slusher says, everything is literally an Xbox now. That's right. We have a song about it. It's an Xbox. Right, here we go. Everything's an Xbox. Just listen to the little words for just a little bit.
Phil Spencer wakes up, boots a game, still in his PJs, but he's bringing the flame. Xbox controller in both his hands.
Like
Man's got Game Pass on 16 screens. Damn, play it on a console, play it on a fridge, or play it on your grandma's smart TV in the kitchen. Like Cloud Stream, Dream Team, every single store. If it's got a circuit board, Xbox wants more. When they said exclusive, Phil said nah. Put it on a Switch, put it on a PS5. Cloud in the sky, games on demand. Xbox logo on everything, man. Everything's an Xbox, don't you see? If it's got a screen, then it's playing for free. Game Pass here, Game Pass there. Phil's playing chess while they play.
There you go. Clip says, a guy I watched called Cult of Mush wondered why it doesn't think Shadows did good, and everything also makes complete sense using logic instead of random words. Krebsy's out here just hating. Fuck Canada. I mean, I didn't say it. Wait, Krebsy said it. Yeah, he's angry. He woke up angry. Krebsy chose anger this morning. Ultron says, damn, paying $100 for an old game is crazy. Is that right? It's crazy, right? Not only are you paying $100, but you're paying for early access. It's mind-boggling, especially Forza. Forza's been around for 5 years, and they're still getting $100 for it. I mean, amazing. If you can get $100 for a game that's 5 years old, do it up. Do it up. Krebsy says, why release Forza and Indiana Jones on top of each other? Because they've already made money off of it, and they're already profitable. That's why. Not everyone that plays Indiana Jones is also playing a car racing game. They know car racing is completely different than Indiana Jones. And if someone likes car racing, they're going to be car racing. If someone likes action-adventure games, they're going to do that. And if they like both, they'll play both. Or they can get Game Pass. Water Bear says, well, at least the PlayStation 5 will get the better versions of the games. That's right, Water, right? 5 years later, they don't have to wait for all the updates and DLCs and all the stuff. They can just get that stuff, boom, right away, right? If there was any problems with Indiana Jones when it came out, 5 months later, boom. You got a better version of the game, which everyone should get. Just don't buy day one. Just wait. Robert Jones says, girls just want to have fun. Is that supposed to be like gamers just want to have fun? Sarge says, please, for the love of God, learn how to business run before you argue against them. Please, I beg you. Clip says, so did Sony? Oh, yeah. That's right. Nintendo doesn't count, right? That's right. They don't count. They're not considered competitors. Travis says, 30, maybe by saying Xbox needs Sony to carry them, mean by they would also put Sony unless they need to, just how they could spin it. They don't really need them. They're already profitable, right? They're already profitable on their own console. They're already profitable on the Steam side. And then they're making more money on this side. And they get, what, 70%? 70% of all sales that go over there? Waterbear says it's not really saying much, not yet anyways. What first-party titles do Sony have coming out in April? This has to go longer than just 1 or 2 months. Well, no, because one, Forza is an online service game, right? Indiana Jones is a single-player game, so once you buy it, they made your money off of you. It doesn't matter if you put it down in May and never play it again. If you buy it, especially if it's pre-ordered for $100, right? Single-player games are single-player games. Rokin says, just shut your phone off. Simple as that. I do it all the time. Ultron says, do you have all your songs just in speed dial? I do. I have them all here. I have sound bites.
You blew it!
Right? I have. Hey, what's this one?
No!
Oh, right.
God!
It's no.
No! God, please, no! No!
Gamers just like the game.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
We got a bunch of them. Prosy says, Sony fans are spinning it already. I think it's good. It's a good strategy. Of course it's a good strategy, Prosy, because you're a gamer, right? Unless you have stock or unless you work for one company or the other, you're just a consumer. And a consumer just wants to play games. It doesn't matter if it's a really complex RPG or real-time strategy game, if it's a side scroller, you just want to play games. It's crazy. Krebsy says, I would release Indiana Jones at the start of March and Forza when it is in April. But why? But why, Krebsy? What does it do for Xbox to one a month? It's not their own system. It's the other system. They're going to make money regardless. If people are going to buy it, they're going to buy it. Again, they're already profitable. Ultron says we're slowly seeing Xbox turn into Sega with extra perks, Game Pass, and still have a console. Right, Ultron. People have always said this, that they're going the way of the Sega Dreamcast. And I said, Sega Dreamcast was ahead of its time. The reason Sega Dreamcast failed is because there was no cloud. There was no internet like it is today. Game Pass would, if this was before the internet, before cloud, I think Xbox might go the same way. But because of the internet, because of cloud gaming, it's changed. Travis says, I mean, most of these Sony ponies I know say without Sony, they aren't going to sell anything. Yes, I know. People more of Sony pony than me. Eclipse says, yeah, Xbox is making more profit than PlayStation was in the FTC records like 3 years ago. Sarge says, you still need loud, deep cricket sound. I know. I have to keep... Send me a text, Sarge, so I get a reminder of it. I have to do that. Dreamcast was really good for its time. I still have the box. Yeah, it's a great box. Conventional wisdom does say stagger the release. They did stagger the release by 5 months. Right? Indiana Jones came out on Xbox and PC in December. December, January, February, March, April. Staggered. Right? Forza came out 5 years ago, and they staggered it 5 years. Right? Putting this game against this game doesn't mean anything because these people never played these games before on that system. Krebsy says 2 points increase cash flow instead of 1. Yes, cannibalization of sales with minimal between the two games of doing the way I said would minimize the increase of revenue. You have no proof that the people that are playing Indiana Jones are also going to play Forza Horizon. I understand what you're saying, but you have no proof that the people that are buying Indiana Jones are also buying Forza. And if they are, it's number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? The $100 versions of PlayStation, both Forza and Indiana Jones, are 1 and 3, and Indiana Jones is 2 and 4. Okay? So either they're not cannibalizing sales, or there's two different player bases there, right? Because they're all on the top list. Not just on this store, but in 5 countries. So I don't really think that they're cannibalizing anything. Eclipse says, I'm just saying most gamers only buy 3 games a year, and the minority of people are just going to buy 2 games if they're right next to each other, no matter what. It's 1 through 4. They're selling very well. We don't know the sales numbers, but they're on the top of the charts. Travis says 30. Also, I think Doom the Dark Ages is number 5, just adding to it. That's coming out in May, right? That comes out in May? That comes out 2 weeks from now? Or, I'm sorry, 2 weeks after? Right? So, God, you have Indiana Jones, then you have Forza, and then you have Doom. So you have Indiana Jones, 2 weeks, Forza Horizon 5, 2 weeks, and then I think Doom comes out, right? Maybe 3 weeks after? Expedition 33. That's not a Microsoft thing, though, is it? I don't think it's a Microsoft thing. That comes out. We're just talking about Microsoft games coming out on the PlayStation platform. Games that Microsoft owns. Does Microsoft own Expedition 33? I don't think they do. That's coming to Game Pass, but I don't think they own it. No, we're specifically talking about Xbox games on PlayStation. Kraken says Xbox has no games. Oh, wait. That's PlayStation now. Oh, how the tables have turned. I don't think they don't have any games either. It's just funny that people just want to play games. Like, no one, they say people don't buy games, but yet they throw it over there and they're on the top of the charts. So which one is it? Is the minority of the people saying that no one buys games, or the majority of the people that are buying the games? What's going on, Sin? What's going on, Kraken? Ultron says Sony are such a good company that they also canceled a lot of their own exclusives on Xbox, so Xbox could shine on PlayStation 5. And people say Sony doesn't care. That's true, Ultron. That's very nice of them, right? Ron Slusher says Stadia has no games. You know what Stadia could do, Ron? I think Stadia could pick up Concord, and I think that duo would be phenomenal. That would be a great team up. Indiana Jones, Krubsy says, let's say Indiana Jones has 5 million and Forza has 3. If you release Indiana Jones a month before, you have 1 month to gather revenue and potentially have more people available to buy Forza. Sure, but again, you're thinking that this the same people that are buying Indiana Jones that are buying Forza. I think the bigger conversation you should have, Krebsy, is releasing Forza Horizon 5 on a PlayStation when Gran Turismo is the big racing game, and most people are jumping ship, not playing Gran Turismo, to go play a Forza game. That to me is a bigger story than putting Indiana Jones 2 weeks before and killing sales. Waterbear says, "Man, Dreamcast was awesome. They had so many good games, like what happened. I had that one disc. I had like 1,000 games on it. I had one CD that had 1,000 games. Obviously, it was not official, but." Jason says, also rumored Gears collection as well. If this is true, right? All right, and then we have Doom Dark Ages coming out, and then we have rumored Gears collection coming out. Maybe Krebsy, maybe they moved Indiana Jones into April because maybe they needed a little bit more time to polish it for PlayStation. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think it's going to hurt the game too much. Sarge says there's been like 2,000 games since January. Somebody has games. Somebody has the games, right? Doom the Dark Ages will be a fucking insane. I can't wait. Roadkill says, what are you talking about? PlayStation's got games. We got Destroyed and two coming out. It's probably going to be the best game of the year and going to put the same every Xbox game ever. Best Stranding? Death Stranding? You mean Death Stranding? Death Stranding 2? We're also coming in, and it's also going to blow any Xbox game out of the water. You do know that Death Stranding is on Xbox, and Death Stranding 2 will be on Xbox. It's just come down later down the road. Right? It's not like it's still coming to the other X. You just got it sooner, which is happening right now. Like, you guys are literally getting a Forza Horizon 5 game that's been out for 5 years. Yeah, but you're saying to maximize profit, but you don't, again, Krebsy, you don't know if the people that are playing Forza are the same people that are buying an adventure game. You're expecting too much, Travis. There's also what was always a promise, so much never delivered. I think that comes from both sides, though. Both sides overpromised and underdelivered instead of underpromising and overdelivering. Roadkill says, yeah, and then you guys will pay for early access for Stranding 2 years later. I'm sorry. Are you trying to say and make fun of the same thing that's happening right now on PlayStation, Roadkill? The same exact thing is happening right now. People are pre-ordering and getting 2 days early access for Indiana Jones and 2 days early access for Forza Horizon 5 that came out 5 years ago. Like, let me pick up this rock and throw it at the glass house. Such an idiotic take. It really is, Roadkill. Like saying that one person, yeah, they're going to pay for early access for stuff. And yet here it is that you guys are paying early access for games that are already out. These games are already out. And you're paying early access. Either games compete with each other or they don't. Everyone moves for COD and GTA. Sure. All games compete. All movies compete with other movies. All streams compete with other streams. All television shows compete with other television shows. But I don't think it's the same market. Again, you're not listening to what I'm saying. The same market of people that are buying Forza Horizon 5 are buying an action-adventure game. Is there a crossover? Sure. Okay. Are there people going, I have $100 I'm spending on a game. Which one am I buying? Forza? Right? Travis just did this a couple days ago. What should I buy? Assassin's Creed or Indiana Jones? Assassin's Creed or Indiana Jones? Sure. Okay. But they're not in competition as far as, because if someone, let me go by your logic, if someone wants to buy a game, they're going to buy a game. That's what they do. They're going to buy the game regardless. Okay. And Microsoft is putting both games out there because they're putting it out there because in 2 weeks after that, you have one game, you buy it, buy the next game, or don't. And then 2 weeks after that, Doom comes out. And then 2 weeks after that, something else comes out. There's more Xbox games coming to PlayStation in the next 3 months than PlayStation games coming to PlayStation. Sin says April is crazy busy month for Xbox publishing. They're going to have like 5 published titles in 1 month. That is nuts. Clip says, I mean, Roadkill, you're all doing the same thing on PlayStation. That's what I'm saying. You're doing the exact same thing right now. Windows says, Morning 30. See all the narrative fanboys now are scared with the Xbox Steam info. When if you don't care about Xbox, then why care now? Now bad to do. How bad do you think it'll look if Sony tries to block it at the end? See, I know everyone's running with this. If Sony's going to block it on the Xbox device, I hate to say this, but it's not an Xbox. Right? I know everything's an Xbox, but the device that's coming out is made by Asus. They're teaming up with Xbox. Okay, so you're blocking Asus, right? We don't know what the whole thing is. Like, if it's an Xbox playing, is it through Steam, or is it a device that can play Xbox and also play Steam, right? Or is it activating Steam through the Xbox? Nobody knows anything yet. So everyone's jumping off the cliff or defending it, but we don't know how the integration is going to be within the actual device itself. Krebsy says, wait, this shit has early access? That's right, Krebsy. What Roadkill just said, that you guys will be playing early access for Death Stranding 2 years later, they're buying 2-day early access for Indiana Jones. They're buying 2-day early access for Forza Horizon 5 that's been out for 5 years. Right? I personally don't care. I think it's funny. I just think it's funny that someone says something and yet their player base is doing the exact same thing. We all know that's fake because Xbox players only pay Game Pass and never pay for games. Mo says, heads up, DS2 is not PlayStation, so I doubt it'll be 2 years because before it was a PlayStation IP. Mo's just yelling. So no such deal was in place. This is the top 4 pre-orders, both of them. Yeah, both. The $100 versions and the standard versions. Sarge says, wait, Wenzo, you think Sony tries to block Steam going on to Xbox? It's not buying it as a collaboration? Yeah, see, I don't think it's not an Xbox device. It's a device that teamed up with Xbox that plays Xbox on the device and also has Steam. Right? That's the way I'm looking at it, which is already out there, isn't it? Like, they're already doing it. So is PlayStation blocking those devices to play their games on Steam through there? I don't know. Like, does it draw the line? Is that what people are saying? Because I'll be honest, Winzo, I'm not really following a lot of the stuff on this because it's news, but it's not news yet. It's just all speculations and rumors. So do people think because if Steam right now is a Steam Deck and you can play PlayStation games on the Steam Deck, and Steam's on the ROG Ally and you can play a lot of other stuff. So Steam is already on these handheld devices, and now they think that PlayStation's going to block when the Steam comes on that device where Xbox is also on officially. Travis says, so everything's an Xbox. Some things are an Xbox. I'm very confused. I still want console exclusive. The industry was at its best when all three were competing. Different times. Different times now, Jason. Okay, now let's put Game Pass on PlayStation. I said that years ago. I was like, they could be putting the app on there, right? Like you go to EA Play and you play EA games. Like, why not? Right? Like if the definition of Xbox they won't put it on because they have an actual physical box, they'll just get rid of the box and say, okay, put the Xbox Game Pass on all things like Netflix or any other app. Windows says 30, and it seems like Microsoft is basically trying to force Sony to either play ball or look bad. Well, I mean, Epic did that with the crossplay stuff, right? Epic did that. And look, Windows went around, and Fortnite and other avenues went around, right? Epic wanted to get onto certain things, and like, we can't do that. And Microsoft was like, well, you can just open up a browser and play it through the browser. And everyone's like, oh, well, that's interesting. Let me see what you're saying. The rumor is that PlayStation fanboys ran with on Twitter. That's not confirmed at all, Roadkill. For what? What did Roadkill say? I must have skipped what Roadkill said. You can't even play Xbox Library on your handheld. That's coming out. It's a joke. Okay. You say so. I don't know if I could take what your word is, Roadkill, considering you just said that people are going to be pre-ordering games and get your pre-ordering games on PlayStation. So I don't know. Sin says that early access for Forza Horizon 5 and Indy for PlayStation 5 is what is like to call a real Xbox tax. Yeah, pay for the extra. GeForce had stuff blocked. Well, GeForce, that's cloud-based stuff, is it not? That's cloud-based stuff. And GeForce is blocked where you pay for the thing and then use GeForce to get the game. You're not actually buying the game, correct? Am I wrong there? I've never used GeForce Now. But don't you just pay for GeForce Now? You don't have to own the game. You can just play the game, or do you have to own the game to play the game over the thing, or are you renting the game and the service? Kraken says, Krebsy, NVIDIA's deal with Sony fell through. That's why that happened. Okay, there you go. Travis at 30. Okay, but the most important question is, when does Redfall 2 coming to PlayStation 5? Oh, wait. They'll never be. So, oh, shit. Great idea, 30. The Redfall thing is funny because you use that as it was a shit game. We all know it was a shit game. It was broken, buggy, and Arcane Studios didn't even want to make the game before they got bought out. So they just tossed it out there. Just remember, Redfall is still better than Concord. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm just saying the ROG Ally is a thing that's pretty much what its handheld is. So if they block one, they have to block it all. Soy 2 Mangas says, what's up, 30? $2 super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you much for the $2 super chat. Just giving the source of the no Xbox library thing is Jez. Okay? Jez is also the person that said that you couldn't do Play Anywhere when he bought his thing off of Steam and not the Windows Store. Right? And never went back and changed that. He said you can't play games anywhere, but he bought the Steam version and not the Windows version. If you got the Windows version of Diablo, you could play it anywhere. If you buy the Steam version of it, you cannot play it anywhere. So he said that you can't play anywhere, but he bought the Diablo on Steam, not Diablo on the Windows Store. Or whatever, Blizzard, Battle.net. Ultron says, no, you have to own the game, then pay for GeForce Now, is renting a PC to play the game you own. Okay. PlayStation will pay money for Redfall. So, like, we got no games coming out. What about if we get Redfall? You think we should get Redfall? I mean, Ron, to be fair, both Battlefield 2042 and Saints Row, when they came to PlayStation, were the most played games when they came out. I'm just saying. When they came over to PlayStation for free, more people were playing Saints Row, the new Saints Row, and Battlefield 2042 than anything else on the console. So I know you're making a joke, but if Redfall came over there, they probably would stop playing to play it. Eclipse says, yeah, I just bought 33 Immortals on Microsoft Store. I can play it on my Xbox if I want to. I don't, but I can. Yeah, that was one thing in his article that he said, that when he did that Diablo article and said that he can't play Diablo anywhere, and it's bad because it's not play anywhere, and it's like, it is play anywhere, but you bought it on Steam. You didn't buy it from the Windows Store or Battle.net or Xbox. Ultron says, think about that for a sec. Battlefield 2042 and Saints Row more than what people played Dragon Age Veilguard. That's right. And remember how bad Saints Row was? Like, the studio closed down. The studio closed down and more people were playing that game. I have no idea, Travis. I have no idea. I'm out of the loop with that. All right. Going to the next thing. Next topic is from The Video Gamer, talking about Marvel Rivals Ultron merch hits stores before leaked hero releases. Now, we've known about Ultron before the game even came out. Okay? We've known about Ultron before the game even came out. He was in the files. They were talking about it. They were talking about Blade and him coming out in Season 2 or whatnot. If you guys like what I do here, we just cover news stories, have conversations, give you my thoughts and opinions, and then I get your thoughts and opinions from the live chat. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. We do live streams, uploads, podcasts. On this channel, we have a gaming channel called 30 and Still Gaming. We have a entertainment channel called Nerding with 30. And then we have a music channel where I make AI songs. I write the songs. The AI makes the music for the songs. And then it goes to 30 and Still Jamming. You can find all the links down below. All right, so Marvel Rivals Ultron merch hit stores before leaked heroes released. After 2 successful seasons, Marvel Rivals remains a fan favorite with its growing roster. However, the latest excitement is fueled by a series of leaked characters, with the formidable Ultron taking center stage. The notorious cybernetic antagonist known from the Avengers Age of Ultron has been the subject of speculation regarding the inclusion into this game. Recent leaks suggest that he'll take on the strategist role, complete with a distinctive kit that boasts healing drones, energy beams, in addition to Ultron. Recent data mine files have hinted to the inclusion of beloved heroes such as Blade, supporting its stylish vampire hunting look. Obviously, if you play the game, you know that Blade is being captured right now by Dracula. Okay. Furthermore, the buzz surrounding the potential new characters like Deadpool, Jean Grey, and also Hitmonkey suggests that an expanding roster that draws from the rich tapestry of Marvel's multiverse. But the real twist is that Ultron's merchandise is already making its wave of T-shirts featuring Marvel Rivals design available at retailers well ahead of the anticipated debut. I think that's the problem, is because he was already supposed to be in the game, but they pushed him back, supposedly. Okay. According to the listing, the merchandise website Hot Topics. Ooh, remember going to Hot Topics? Man, Hot Topics. Let's go down that. Let's go down that road for a second.
Oh, where I land, I do not know. But here I fall down the rabbit's hole.
Hot Topics. Man, remember when you're like in like middle school or high school and you see Hot Topics, you walk in and you see all the cool stuff, and then you walk to the back and all of a sudden it's like a sex dungeon, and you're like, the hell's going on? Like, someone punched you in the gut for a second. You're like, what the hell? You're looking at the the hot posters, and you got all the stuff, and then you buy a pair of, whatever, edible underwear as a joke for your friend. You're like, you remember all that stuff? No? I know you guys did it. It's all right. Anyway, Marvel Rival fans can now grab Ultron t-shirt with the leaked art print on the front. The design Ultra highly resembles the one player saw the leaks of data miners such as XOXO leaked on X. So there you go. There's the you can buy that t-shirt. I don't like t-shirts like that personally. Right? I don't like if I put a logo on my shirt, like you'll see me wear like the Goonies one or like a Star Wars one. I don't like this. I used to be many of you guys didn't know this, but I used to own a t-shirt company. Okay, I used to own a t-shirt company. I went in with my my best friend. Okay, and we owned and screen printed shirts. Okay, and ran it out of my garage. Okay, and the screen printing sometimes gets too caked on. It's too thick. You know what I'm talking about? It's almost like that. It's like it just weighs heavy on the shirt. It just feels good. It feels like too big, too heavy, too sticky sometimes on your body. I don't like that. I like very light, like screen printing. So I'm not a big fan of stuff like this, right? So it says when you buy a shirt for $19.12 and it comes in the size of small to 3 times while the hero still hasn't been made official in the game, players on social media are shocked to see actual merchandise of the character being sold online based purely on the leaked design. One such fan wrote, could be evidence that it's also releasing soon. Either they fit him in the schedule or in Season 2, or they've been working on him in the background. And he's also the event mystery that will also be revealed in the week. Think about it. What if Doom 2099 is having him attack Corcona? Okay, it couldn't be the first pair of maps where also be playable characters serve as an antagonist. But that's not all. Several players noticed that Penny Parker's spray on the bottom left side of the print graphic, which raises eyebrows as one question, weird placement for Penny Parker's logo at the bottom left. Wait a minute. Oh, right there. I see it. Interesting. Okay. However, soon another player deducted, I don't know who puts these together, but my understanding is for the shirts like this is that Hot Topic / Amazon / whoever gets a bunch of approved art from Marvel to use. While players decrypt whether or not it's official merch or not, those unaware of Hot Topic is a website that is made to order shirts. Wait a minute. Hot Topic is now just an online website that's made to order shirts? Holy Christ. Please tell me I'm old, right? Without telling me I'm old. Hot Topics used to be an actual store, and now it's just a t-shirt company, okay? Meaning that you could put prints on any graphs on a website, on a shirt, on your size based on the preference that also may not have been licensed by Marvel themselves. So interesting, right? So now that the leak is out, they would get pulled real fast if this is out, that Hot Topics is, if it's running a non-official shirt, okay, that the Ultron thing, but that is interesting that the fan base sees that Penny Parker's logo is down here, because that does make sense, right? If it's fan-made and someone that's not a fan of the actual game doesn't really know, they thought that maybe that was his logo or whatnot, but it's not, right? So that's interesting. So maybe it is a fan-made piece of art that they're doing that they put up there. Someone saw it, and now it's ran with it. Now this guy probably made his own shirt to maybe make for himself, okay? Took the leaked footage or leaked picture of it, made a background of it for himself, put it on Hot Topics to sell, and then someone came across it and was like, what the hell is this? That's possible, okay? Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is actual licensed shirt of a character that's not in the game? I have a question. I don't know this, but is there other shirts and other like merchandise for this game already? If it is, then I think it's licensed. If there's not, then this seems like someone created it themselves and it's about to get pulled off the store. Again, these are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe if you like what I do here. Check out some of the other videos. Thanks for watching. Travis says I sent you something. All right. Did you send it in the submitted stories? Did you send it in general? Oh, you sent me a meme of you're old. Got it. Real quick, Krebsy put in Nintendo Direct 3/27/2025, so 10 a.m. tomorrow. So there'll be a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. So I guess we'll watch that tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock when I go live. So I might go live just a little bit early. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is an official licensed shirt? Or do you think, well, now I got to go to Hot Topic. Let's type in. Nope, there's other shirts. There's definitely other shirts. Yeah, there's other shirts. So I don't know if they're made by licensed material. But there's Squirrel Girl. There's the picture of the the artwork there. You got Jeff the Land Shark. You got Spidey. These are all the models from the actual shirt. Here's the thing, though. These look like they're made by a non-licensed person. And why I say that is if I was Marvel's rivals, you would have an artist that makes shirts, and they would be in a different position than the standard position than they were for the things that you can get off the PNGs off of their their site. Do you know what I mean? Like all of these are the actual team ups. This is actual these are all things that are in the game already. They're not posed in any other way, shape, or form. So I don't know. I think these might be, I don't want to say knockoffs, but I don't think these are licensed. And if they are licensed, they didn't get the other artwork. Like I don't think Marvel did this. They basically took the stuff. Maybe they got the license, but they just took the stuff. They didn't do any kind of new artwork. They just did what they did. Interesting. Interesting. Let's go on, Hilly. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. I thought that was Spencer's. No, Hot Topics and Spencer's did the same thing. Hot Topics and Spencer's were competitors. Let's see. I hate that shit. It always peels off. Yeah, I don't like a thick silk screen. Gaming Fire says No Man's Sky Relics just released an update. Looks interesting. Oh, we could take a look at that, Gaming Fire. Kylo says, my fiance worked at Box Lunch, which owned by Hot Topics. They have official licensed stuff, and they also made order to shirts that also only online as an option. Interesting. But I find it weird, Kylo, that the actual, like, look, let me go to... It looks like they literally just pulled it from... Where's that site that I... is it Wikipedia? No, it's... There's a site out there that Marvel Rivals, and you can literally get all of the... was it fandom? I think it's fandom. Yeah. Right. So let me show you. All of the shirts and stuff, right, that they're picking from is like the Spider-Man shirt is just this. Is literally just this picture. It's nothing different. There's no change, right? They have like the actual pictures, like they just take this right here and they just put this on a shirt. They didn't do anything. Talk about like minimal viable product of what they actually did. They have Moon Knight in the exact same thing. And all you got to do, right? All you got to do is take this. You see how it moves around? And I can drop this into another program, put a background behind it, and then put it on the shirt. Right? This happens all the time. So we have a place here called iDrive. Okay, we have a place called iDrive here. Down iDrive, there's a bunch of stores. This used to be a big thing in the past. I don't know so much now. But you'll see like Disney Store, which is not licensed by Disney. Okay? It's some independent developer or an independent owner that literally has a screen printing shop in the back room. Okay? And then when you go there, you could get shirts with Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and Goofy and stuff like that. And they didn't license it at all. Okay? All they do is just, they have the printings they stole, okay, that they made themselves, and they screen print them and put them out there. Now you're like, well, how come Disney doesn't go after them? Yeah, it's called gift shop. Yeah, right? They don't have a license for Disney, okay? They literally just print the shirts or anything. So if something happens, let's say a meme happens, they can just print the meme, buy the shirts. You're going to walk into the store and go, oh, this is cool. Good deal. $10 for a shirt, and you buy the shirt, okay? They're not paying no license to Disney. They're just doing it because they can do it. Disney's not going to take the time to come up to the shop and go, can I see your license for your paperwork for using Disney? They're like, we don't have time for this shit, right? They don't want to go into legal court documents. They're like, it's a gift shop on iDrive. They're making a couple thousands of dollars, okay? They don't care. That's what this feels like for Hot Topics, right? That's what that feels like. Sarge is like, right, gift shops with the holes in the changing room is about waist high. Robic says, seems like that's just a free marketing for Disney. Sure. So now do the same thing, but I'm talking about for Hot Topics. Now, I don't know. Maybe Hot Topics has a license. All I'm saying is, all they did for the shirts, okay, was here. Look, let me show you. Let me find you the Moon Knight one. Where was the Moon Knight one we just saw? Did I pass it? Like, all I did was take the freaking thing. Here, I'll go find the other. Here, let's go back. What do I have? The Punisher? Hide that. Marvel Rivals, Seasons, Maps, Heroes. All right, Venom. Look, there's that Venom. Where the fuck was the Venom one? You're going to tell me all they did was reverse it. They just reversed it. They reversed it, put a background behind it, and then sell it. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Hey, you're telling me this is licensed?
You serious?
Stop it. Get some help.
Come on. Come on. They are definitely not licensed. And Marvel Rivals or Marvel themselves is like, it's all right. Ultron, I know how much that takes. I could do it in like 3 seconds. Right? Here. I will literally do something on stream. Oh no, I can't do it on that one because that's not a full page. Here. Let's see. Make a copy. Let me delete everything on this page, okay? Let's bring this up. Okay. I'm going to take him, put him on the page. Okay? Cool. Then we're going to take him and flip him. Okay? Oh, that was hard. Okay, let me get an element. Okay? Let's put this behind him. Okay? Position to the back. Okay? Oh, look how cool the stock of him is going down. Let's get another thing. Let's get another element going on here. Let's go with let's get some lines. Actually, you know what? Let's get some waves behind him. Okay. Graphics. Yeah, we'll put a wave behind him. You know what I mean? Put that behind him. We'll flip this upside down like this. Okay. You know what? Like, do you see how fast I can just put shit together and then PNG that shit out, make a file for it, send it to the printer, and then it prints? Come on. You think they're licensing this? You think they're licensing this? Come on now. There's no way. I mean, let me just say this out loud. Maybe they are licensing it. But it's a lot easier to just print shirts and then ask for forgiveness later. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because you would not bat an eye, because as a consumer, you don't care if it's licensed or not. Right? You don't care if it's licensed or not. You're like, that's a cool shirt. I like fucking Venom. I'm going to buy Venom. Can I get that on a $200 raid jacket? You sure can. You sure can. Ultron says it's hard moving the mouse to open the Epic Game Store or GOG. Yeah. As long as it's not AI made, I'll buy it. Travis, you don't have no idea if it's AI made. I can literally give you that same picture and say, hey, can you make a picture of Venom? Right? I could take the picture that I just showed you, submit it into AI, and say, make a picture with this exact thing. Robert Jones says, I would think that Hot Topics is too big to risk it being unlicensed. You would think, huh? I mean, okay. Sure. They could. They could have the license. I just think it's a little weird that they're taking the exact same stills from a fandom site and just reversed it. I'm just saying, paying a guy an internship to make some artwork for you to put on a t-shirt. Just saying. Me to the AI, make the picture with some lighting sparks on the back and name Venom on top. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let me get a let me see what I can do here. Let's get this. Let me see if I can do it right on stream. Right, because they don't have stock. And when I mean stock, I'm not talking about money stock. I'm talking about inventory stock. It's print to make, right? So if they tell them, take that down, we don't want you to sell it, they can just remove it. How do I import a picture into this program? Let's see. No, I don't want to do that. How do I add? I want to make my own picture. Classic mode. They changed this up since the last time I used it. That's model. That's private mode. Can you not import your own picture now? Oh, right here. Okay, hold on. Let's see. All right, let me open up a file. I know it's on screen right now. I'm getting everything set up. Getting everything set up. All right, let's use we'll use Venom. Okay. No, how come you can't add your thing now? You have to upgrade your plan. Oh, they changed it. They changed it. You guys know Leonardo.ai? View more, style reference, image to image. Image to image. Image to image is coming soon. Source input. Okay. Can I do that? No. No, they changed it. I can't even do it. It used to be where you could implement your own thing. And now you can't. Here, I guess I can update. I can upload this. All right, let me scroll down. Where's Venom? Where's Venom? All right. Let's see. Put a cool background behind him, and let's see what happens. Let me see if we can get some shirt designs here. It might change the actual picture itself. No, it won't. It won't take the picture. It changes them into pretty cool pictures for anime. I can't do a one-to-one, but basically, I was trying to put it into AI. Here, this is what it came out with. It gave me it. I took a picture of Venom, and it basically gave me a anime rendition because I forgot I had the filter on for anime, right? And it took Venom and turned him into. I mean, that would be badass. I mean, I put that on a shirt. You know what I mean? Right? It's like some Dragon Ball Z shit that you can actually put. But basically, you could just put. You could just put anything you want. Then tell it to put a cool background behind it, and then you make some badass shirts, stickers, whatever you want. Tons of stuff you could do. Chat, I closed you down so I can't see you. I screwed up. Give me 1 second. Yeah, there you are. What am I doing with the anime filter? I created the things that you see for 30 and still jamming, the little thumbnails for the music. That's what I was doing with it. These things here. Here, I'll show you.
With 35 different heroes in...
Nope, that's not it. Making the filter with these things. Making the thumbnails for this. That's what I was doing. All right, box lunch still sounds dirty to me. We have one in the mall over here, I think. Nate says you can play Baldur's Gate 3 with other people. I may try it. Is that out yet, Nate? I don't know if that's out yet, is it? Ron says a Redfall shirt would be cool. Or a Concord shirt. You know, matter of fact, I wonder if they have it.
With 35 different heroes...
I don't want to watch your video. Let's actually look at that. What was it? Hot Topics? Let's go there. Let's do a search here real fast. Doesn't look like it. How about Redfall? No. No. Maybe they have the license. It just looks weird to me that they actually pulled the things off of the internet website. That's all. Ooh, Waterbear's got 20 hours in Baldur's Gate 3 now. That's 9 more hours than I have now. Bring the ship back in the ocean. This is the ship. The show is the ship. Whatever I do is what it is. But we'll talk about Assassin's Creed. Okay. Assassin's Creed Shadows isn't the hit Ubisoft desperately needs, analysts say. Assassin's Creed Shadows is selling well, but it's reportedly tracking behind AC Valhalla and falls short of 2025's hit like Split Fiction. Now, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. We're on day... When did Assassin's Creed Shadows come out? 5? Did it come out 5 days ago? 6 days ago? When did it officially launch? It was the 21st, right? We're on the 27th, so it's been 6 days. 6 days. So, day 1, record-breaking. Day 2, continue record-breaking of players. Okay? 21st was the actual launch date, if I'm not mistaken. Right? I'm pretty sure, Travis. AC Shadows. AC Shadows release date. Oh, March 20th. You are correct. Early access was 3 days early access for that? All right. So Assassin's Creed Shadows isn't the hit Ubisoft desperately needs. So all of a sudden, we're 7 days. 6 days? 6 days into the fucking thing. And now all of a sudden, it's falling behind AC Valhalla. Okay. So many speculated that Assassin's Creed Shadows would be one of the best-selling games of the entire series, thanks to the intense marketing, novel dual protagonist approach, and long request feudal Japan setting. With Ubisoft announcing that it's reached 2 million players already, the speculation appears to have been well-founded. Despite some really encouraging sales and engagement numbers, both officially revealed and reported, nothing was revealed. Nothing of sales numbers were revealed. Encouraging sales and engagement numbers, both officially revealed and reported. There's been no sales numbers. Zero. Zero sales numbers have been officially revealed or reported. There was a claim of 2 million people of players, but there was not an official reveal or report of actual sales numbers. A top analyst now claims that the strong performance may not be as strong enough, saying that Shadows isn't the smash hit Ubisoft desperately needs. Okay. Despite taking things back to the roots of the series with the smaller scale Mirage, Assassin's Creed Shadows' return of Ubisoft's massive open world RPG formula, while not painfully big as Valhalla, it's still a mammoth game. Mammoth game. Okay, however, the draw of playing as either super stealthy assassins, bruising warrior, or plus a Japanese setting is saying to sell pretty well. Okay, man, they're all over the place. Mammoth game, right? Okay, as mentioned. Oh, were they saying Valhalla is still a mammoth game? Okay, I take that back. I take it back. I retract. It's Valhalla is still a mammoth game, not Assassin's Creed Shadows. I got it. As mentioned, Ubisoft triumphantly announces a couple of days ago that 2 million players have already picked up Assassin's Creed Shadows. Today, it's been reported that by VGC that the term sales revenue Shadows has achieved the second biggest launch in the series behind 2020's Valhalla. Where's the numbers? No one's reported any actual numbers. Okay, 2 million players is not 2 million sales. By being available on Steam on day one, it's also now the leading game in the series on Valve's platform. Of course it's the leading on Steam's platform, considering they've never had another game launch day one on Steam. I really, truly hate the way they word stuff like this. Okay. After a series of underperforming releases such as Star Wars Outlaws, which, remember, was also a hit when it came out, okay? By their terms, not mine, okay? A free-to-play shooter, X-Defiant, and Shadows delivers some of the most overdue positive news from Ubisoft. However, one leading video game analyst has claimed that these figures aren't going to be completely turned the company's fortune around, okay? Research, Rise Elliott, says that the numbers do not reflect the smash hit Ubisoft desperately needs, and predicts that given the scope of development time of Assassin's Creed Shadows and the title has almost certainly not broken even yet. Well, I can guarantee you it hasn't broken even yet, because if we just take the let's just say it costs as much as Spider-Man. We don't know. Let's say it's around 250 to 300 million, right? 10 years of development and whatnot. It costs around $300 million, 250 to $300 million. 250 million, you need about 5 million sales. Okay, sales, not players. Okay, if it's 7 million copies, you need around 7. Or I'm sorry, if it's 300 million, you need about 7 million copies sold to break even. That's before marketing, by the way. That's before marketing. Okay, so really you need more than that. Okay, so while launching on Steam straight away was certainly a boon, which is, I'll admit, yes, it's good for them to launch on Steam because you get those numbers, because if it wasn't for Steam, you actually would be hurting. Okay, it compares that Shadow's numbers on the platform to the port of Ghost of Tsushima, which trends on similar ground to the new Assassin's Creed. Well, Ghost of Tsushima is a brand new IP, and Assassin's Creed is a 15-year-old game, which trends on similar grounds of new, or 14 installments, longer than 14 years, which also trends on similar grounds of a new Assassin's Creed. Despite being a port of a 4-year-old game, Ghost of Tsushima has sold roughly twice as many copies on Steam at launch than Shadows. So imagine that. A game that was 4 years old, new IP at the time, outsold twice as many copies on Steam than Shadows did, according to the data pulled, okay, from analysts. Assassin's Creed Shadows Steam sales also pale in comparison to some of 2025's true mega hits so far. 3 days after launch, Shadows has apparently sold 310,000 copies. In a similar time frame, Split Fiction shifted 882,500 units on Steam. Okay. Monster Hunter Wilds sold almost 10 times better than Shadows with 3.7 million units according to the data. Now, please tell me how one could be a success without showing us numbers, and yet Split Fiction, a small game, fantastic game, by the way, Split Fiction, has 882,500 units sold on Steam, and Shadows, which is a well-known IP, okay, 14th, 15th game in the entire thing, and it has 310,000 copies sold. Based off of the number of the 64,000 max concurrent on Steam, they sold 310,000 copies. Okay? So let's just say that's 3 times. Let's just say that 3 times, okay? And PlayStation has the same, and Xbox has the same. Let's give them a big number there. Let's say it's 900,000 copies sold to 1 million copies sold. That's well off from the money they need to make money back, okay? So despite it being one of the most successful launches in a long-running series in history, Assassin's Creed Shadows might not be enough to turn things around for Ubisoft. It was never going to be enough to turn it around, right? Ubisoft's in massive problems. They're in big trouble. Way before Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? We're going back to Avatar. We're going back to X Defiant. We're going back to Outlaws. We're going back to Skull and Bones. They're in massive problems here with the company. It's not just AC Shadows, okay? Shadows is like the anchor that's getting now like, well, it can't help us get it back, right? It's the exact same thing I talked about with the Snow White movie failing and saying it doesn't matter if it fails because you have Lilo and Stitch and then you have Avatar at the end. That's the anchor. Avatar is going to pick up the anchor because it's a very successful chain. Both movies grossed over $2 billion, okay? That's not what this is. Even if they went out and sold 25 million copies, Assassin's Creed Shadows would not be saving Ubisoft regardless, okay? Now, Shadows isn't launching in the series' usually pre-holiday window due to the delays it suffered, but it's also a heavily requested setting. It's plenty of the new enticing features and based on the same open-world familiarity. Valhalla predecessors like Odyssey and Origins to see currently tracking below the adventures in England is the same. Now, if you're currently exploring Japan, we've got a huge library of guides to help you. They just go about that. So there you go. So going from that, we're going to look at a tweet. Okay, we're going to look at a tweet here, which comes from J Viper. Okay, it says Shadows continues to perform poorly in sales since the release, and now Access journalists are pushing the term second biggest AC launch since Valhalla. Not ever, just since Valhalla, to gaslight you. And here are the Assassin's Creed Shadows sales through today, Monday night. Okay, so these are rough estimates, and he goes into how he got these estimates. Okay, in a video. Okay, but he says PlayStation 5 got 510,000 like purchases. Okay, Xbox 250,000, and Steam 490,000. Now these are rough estimates. Okay. And this is not taking any effect of how many of those people from each of the platforms paid for Ubisoft Plus, okay? A total of 1.25 million. Now, I would love, personally, 1.25 million of anything. Pennies, dollars, doesn't really matter, okay? So Ubisoft continues to use Access gaming journalists to gaslight us, believing Shadows is some massive hit while a large part of the users are accessing their $18 rental service to play this game. I'm here to help bring some of the clarity and madness with the numbers, math, and replies. Okay, Shadows copies sold, and he gives it there. Okay, now, math as now is 903,000 users on PSN profiles, 9,191 own Shadows. Okay. So there's 903,000 users on the PSN profiles and 9,191 own Shadows. Now, that doesn't go into full effect transparency here. Not everyone's linked into putting their profile on the thing, so that not everyone does that. So approximately 49 million PlayStation 5 users are active per month on PlayStation Network, 54 million per quarter, and I'm using monthly, okay? Since we have 903,000 user tracked on multiple is 54.26, which is 49 million / 903,000. PSN profiles acts on a turn in so as people turn into progress, these numbers will change. Important though, this measures about 2% of the total active PSN users. This is a very large pool. So you don't even see the number approach in the national polling and election polls, okay? PlayStation 5 approximate total Shadow sales on PlayStation 5 is 9,191 times the 54.86 equals 504,000, round up to 505. I added 5K for any missed PSN turn-ins and error, which is also get 510K. Xbox has approximately 20 to 50% of users on PlayStation 5, and the high side of that number is what I'm using to cover Xbox and Microsoft Store for PC, 250K. Okay. Steam has seen a peak of 65,000 players, and I used a 5 times to 10 times system. Okay. Now, this system was also showed by Ginger Prime. Okay. Brian showed this system when we were talking about Dragon Age Veilguard a couple of months ago. He was using the 7 to 11 number type of thing, right? So this guy's using a 5 to 10 times system, depending on the hype, IP, length, grind, positively around the game for Shadows. It gets a 7. The highest I would give this is to overestimate, not larger. Okay, on purpose, 65,000 peak times 7 is 453,000, and I raised it to 490,000 since it held third globally on Sunday, almost all day, Monday, before getting waxed by schedule. Okay, so it's still moving copies through in the beginning of the week as it slips down the charts. Steam notes, it says the highest official estimate on SteamDB, and the estimating 380,000. These numbers are still new and will generally go up and get more accurate as it sticks with the high 490K. So he's giving an additional 110,000 more on Steam. Okay, the claim of 2 million players of AC official account shines a light on how many people are using Ubisoft Premium Pro. $18 a month to access their games. What cannot be seen is how many hold on to the subscription and how many are signed up immediately and cancel. Okay, which I did for Star Wars Outlaws. Okay, it says no matter how you slice it, the game is falling far shorter in its breaking even point. Shadow cost $250 million to $350 million to make it even. If they would need $50 per copy, it's less. They would also have to move 6 million copies to make $300 million. So there you go, right? So he's saying about what I said. I said it's about 250 to 300 million. I said they need to sell about 6 to 7 million copies based on those numbers. Okay, and this is a person just taking data and making the numbers, which they're not sharing. They're just saying 2 million people play it. Okay, now you could say 1.25 million copies sold is good. Okay, but that's 750,000 people based off of this from the 2 million players showing you, and he's giving numbers on top of this, right? So you have almost half the players that are playing of the 2 million players that are playing on Ubisoft Plus. You see what I'm saying? Right? Numbers don't lie, but people that give numbers do lie. Okay? Now you can make up the numbers, right? He's giving you at least some sort of reasoning and math equation here to tell you, like, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm taking this number, I'm putting it with this. This is on average. We did this with Dragon Age Veilguard. It came out to almost exact perfect with the Dragon Age Veilguard numbers when they were showing, you the total sales, which is less than 1.5 million copies. Okay? It's a great meme, isn't it? So, look, this is not giving shit to Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is giving shit to Ubisoft for gaslighting people, telling you that the game is more popular than it is. If you like the game, you like the game, enjoy the game, okay? Again, that has nothing to the bearing of the actual sales, if you like it or not. The sales are the sales. And when they don't tell you the actual sales, they're hiding something. They've been approached, or they approached Steam to try to get the numbers knocked down off of Steam because that's the only data point that we have left. Just like when the articles use the data point for the UK because of physical sales, the physical sales that are still keeping track of the UK, and they tell you that it outsold Monster Hunter in the first week, okay? And it's like, okay. And they use that as the catalyst to show you that it's doing very well, okay? They use certain words and terms to make it seem like it's doing better than it is, which the company is supposed to do because they're trying to market their game, right? On top of this, they're trying to market the game while it's out. So the game costs 250 to 350 million, as it says in the article or in this post, okay? But yet there's marketing on top of that, which is usually about half of the budget, if not same as the budget. So meaning they gave another 150 to 200 million dollars for the budget, so it's about 550 million for actual advertisement and stuff. So just like movies, they have to make a lot more money than just the money they made for production. Production costs do not put in marketing. They don't. So enjoy your game. No one's shitting on you for enjoying the game, and the people that are, you can ignore them, okay? But we are looking at Ubisoft trying to gaslight people, saying that the game has 2 million sales, which they never said. They said it was players, okay? And 2 million players doesn't mean sales. 750,000 people potentially are playing it on Ubisoft Plus, okay? That's 750,000 people that didn't pay $100, that didn't pay $70, that didn't pay $50, that didn't pay $10, right? They paid $18, okay, for the service, and they probably canceled. Most of them probably canceled, okay, just like I did for Star Wars Outlaws. Okay, I enjoyed Star Wars Outlaws, but I didn't give them the $80. I didn't give them the $100 and $120, okay? So don't run around saying that the game is successful until a month afterwards. And when they come out and tell you that it's sold 4 million copies or 5 million copies, and even then, it wouldn't be profitable, okay? But if they tell you players playing and not sales numbers, well, then they're hiding something, okay? Everyone does it. All these companies do it. Why? Because they don't want you to be, educated on anything. They just want you to consume product until next product, right? But these are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Please make sure you share, like, and subscribe. What do you think of these numbers? Obviously, these are not official numbers, but these are numbers, right? These are numbers. So let me know. Do you think these are pretty damn good numbers? 510,000 on PlayStation 5, 250 on Xbox, and 490,000 over on Steam. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know in the live chat what you think about this. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. All right, let me scroll back up here. All right, what's going on, Mr. Luke? Travis says, here's a thought. Let's just all agree to take over the world and put Sarge in charge of Games Workshop. Oh, for that. Let's see here. AC can finally be put to bed. Robert Jones says they dropped the ball with X Defiant. Some of the newer maps are really good. You didn't put your best foot forward, though, Jones, right? They put a game out that had broken netcode. It had broken netcode before it even came out. It had broken netcode when it came in. So they literally, first impressions killed themselves for X Defiant. Krabsy says, so 750,000 are playing on Ubisoft Plus. I find that hard to believe. So do you find it hard to believe that there's... So you think that number is too high or low, Krebsy? I mean, the people that we know that bought Starfield was like 2.4 million or 2.5 million, but yet 10 million players. So that would show you that there was a shit ton of people that played it on Game Pass. Right? It was like when it first came out, early access was like 2.5 million. And I think that was with Xbox and Steam. Right? And then everybody else was on Game Pass. Yeah, but he took that into consideration, Nate. He knows that there's a lot of people that don't have it on the thing. I don't do it either. That's how they do polls, though. When they tell you that a poll going around and what the percentage is, they take that into consideration, which he said he did. Later, Ghost Fixer. Come on, dude. Reese says, Shadows has been entertaining launch. Both sides have been acting like they've won. They're both pointing out Steam and total player numbers. Arga says, really, the discourse leading up to AC Shadow's launch has been more entertaining than the game for a lot of people. Yeah. How did he gauge the amount of owners versus subscribers? He goes in, back it up because I'm not going to read the whole thing again, right? He tells you the number, right? So he says approximate total Shadows sales on PlayStation 5 is 9,191, and then he times it by 54.86, right? And he tells you where he gets the number because he says, I'm using a monthly, okay, since we have 903,000 users tracked on multiplied by 54.26, okay, so 49 million / 903K PSN profiles, acts turn in. So as people turn into progress, these sales will go up. He says, though, the measurement of 2% of total active PSN users. All right. So he's taking all that into effect and says that's how many people that he's giving, right? Based on the numbers of the thing, right? So PlayStation, he's saying, has 504,000 players, which I would think would be pretty close, right? Even if you give them 700,000 or a million, okay? Right? Even if you give them another million and there's 2.2 million, there's still 700 700,000 people playing on Ubisoft Plus. I hope it gets DLC like other games because I enjoy it and didn't care about Ubisoft. I think the AC is getting it, isn't it? They already said that it was getting DLC. They sold 2 DLCs before it came out with the premium edition. Then they gave one in Max when the game came out, and there's another DLC that's coming out later, sort of like they did with Star Wars Outlaws. Reese says, I think it's safe to say if the game was successful, and some seem to think Ubisoft would be talking about sales, but not activations. Well, they changed it. They changed it from players to activations. Activations is just like they logged in. I think they were guessing, and the problem with guessing is I could guess 30 is a mongoose. Well, they're not guessing. They're taking the numbers based on math, right? It's not exact, but it's data points, Travis. Sure, they are guessing, but there's data points where Ubisoft is not giving you anything. They're just telling you that there's 2 million people playing. Krebs says, so 40% of the people who are playing the game are playing on Ubisoft Plus. If that was the high, Ubisoft would also have been saying something. They are. They're saying 2 million people are playing. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you that number, Krebsy. If they tell you that how many people are playing on Ubisoft Plus, then you could figure out how many people bought the game. They're not going to sell anybody, right? You can't give one data point of actual numbers, because if you do, then much smarter people than me could figure out if X is this, then Y is that, and they will figure out the actual sales. Hilly says, whatever the marketing budget is, AC needs to give a half of their interns using Twitter, absolutely destroying Elon. I think that's a dumb move, personally, Hilly. I think it's funny, personally, when they did that. Is that the guy playing your account as well? But when a company like that is doing that instead of just working on the fucking game, to me it looks poor, right? Like your whole company is about to get purchased. The person that made that tweet could be losing their job, basically. Okay, not because of the tweet, just because the company's like in turmoil, and yet they're trying to own people on Twitter. I don't know. Just looks bad. Argus says it's not too hard to believe for me. Ubisoft Plus is the difference between $70 and $100 because Ubisoft Plus gives you the highest version of the game, Deluxe Edition, for its one version, $18 for Ubisoft Plus. Yeah. 1.5 million people played Star Wars Outlaws that bought it. Okay. Meanwhile, I played it, didn't buy it, $18, had 50 hours in it, done. Jason Marshall says RoboCop is one of the next month's free PlayStation Plus titles. Fantastic game. If you haven't played it, you don't own it, play it when it comes out. It's great. Titan says AC is like a live service game with Battle Pass starting with Valhalla. If they tell you you could solve for X, right? If they told you any number, then you could solve for it. Hilly says, I thought it looked good. Better go down swinging. I guess it looks petty. Hilly, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're high up on your horse, you could punch down, but punching up, it looks kind of I don't know. If you're let me rephrase it, right? If you're all high and mighty, like you could be like, yeah, we're doing good, but you're not. And your company's in turmoil, and there's going to be people losing their job, and they might be splitting the company up. So it comes across just really cringe, in my opinion. Krebsy says, Ubisoft doesn't need to give data to make a post jerking off the 750,000 supposedly playing on Ubisoft Plus. Oh, my God. We're seeing massive increase in subscriptions to Ubisoft Plus, thanks to Shadows. Not seeing it. Yeah, but you don't know the numbers to begin with. Maybe they already have that. Maybe the people that's there already have Ubisoft Plus, and these are not new people coming in. Right? Have they ever shared the numbers? Reese says it was a funny tweet. Unfortunately, it was trying to get back at them for pointing out they paid a piece of shit like Hassan to play their game. Right. Wait, RoboCop's on sale? RoboCop has been on sale for a couple times, Sarge, but it's on play. Jason said it'll be on PlayStation Plus free next month or whatever. Lucas says if you are a patient, you can get to play everything without spending as much money nowadays, which is great. Yeah. See, PlayStation Plus next month. Yeah, you can get RoboCop on sale. The DLC is coming out, Sarge, soon, or the standalone DLC coming out for RoboCop. All right, we got that. Done with that. We don't need to watch this. We can watch that. We don't need to watch that anymore because it pretty much went in detail in the tweet. All right, the next thing up is Wildgate. Okay, this is the official overview trailer from IGN. I don't have this in the description, so hold on one second. Let me put this in the description down below, so you guys can click on the link. And we're not watching that. All right. So the next thing we're watching is Wildgate official overview trailer. This is your ex Blizzard employees that made a new studio, and they came out with this new game called Wildgate. So let's take a look at this.
I want to tell you about a place called the Typhon Reach. It's not for the faint of heart.
First, it's space, and it sounds like Rocket Raccoon.
But it's where legends are made. Legends like the Gamma Gang. They did a smash and grab on the artifact like nobody's ever seen. But first, let's back up. How'd they even make it this far? When you're in the Reach, you're after one thing. The artifact. The most valuable object in the known universe. And if you're brave or stupid enough to go after it, you won't be alone. Be the first crew to find it, snatch it, and pass through the Wild Gate, or be...
So is this a... this is the first time I'm seeing this, by the way. Is this a Sea of Thieves extraction? Like space Sea of Thieves extraction?
the last crew left standing. It all starts with your ship. Whether you're mining asteroids, scanning for loot, or battling borders, the right ship isn't just a choice. It's your edge in the fight to stay alive.
Well, Jump Ship Sarge is a PvE game. This is a PvP game.
You could go big with the Bastion, packed full of gadgets and guns, but they'll see you coming a light year away. Or go small with a Hunter. Just don't get caught, because those shields will not last. Remember, your ship is your lifeline. You lose your ride, it's mission over.
Don't you find it weird that there's not one game that had like cooperative thing where the ship is on fire and you have to work together? And yet, in 1 year, we're getting 2 games. We have Jump Ship and this, where it's a 4-player co-op game on a ship where you got to put out fires while someone's fighting the ship. Tell me please why Starfield is not like this, where you can be multiple co-op players on a ship going through an adventure through space.
Your crew, on the other hand, can handle whatever the Reach throws at them. Armed with the right weapons, tools, and special skills. It's all hands on deck. That's one thing the Gamma Gang understood. It's not about sticking to one job. It's about supporting your crew. Mining for resources, keeping the engines running, putting out fires. Every crew member counts. Because when things start to heat up, it's either you or them.
Those games that you guys are talking about, did they all come out the exact same time, or did they come out over the years? Yeah, Star Citizen is everything, though, Krebsy. They just added a tank inside of Star Citizen.
The Reach is a living, breathing death trap. Cosmic storms, Reach leeches, lava asteroids, and space mines. To get a handle on what's out there, you're gonna need to scout ahead. Probes are your best bet to map the area. Locate hazards, supplies, and hidden treasures. It's also how the Gamma Gang stayed one step ahead of the other crews. Fuel and ice. Without them, the job gets a lot tougher. If you're
My question, Akuta Papa, is I'm not saying when did it come out. What I'm saying is, you're saying there's a bunch of games out there like that. You and Jones are saying there's a bunch of games out there like that. Cool. Did they all come out the exact same time? You're saying one came out a decade ago. When did the other ones come out? My whole statement was, we don't get games like this, and then all of a sudden 2 games come out the exact same time with similar mechanics.
reactor overheats, you'd better have ice on hand to cool it down. And fuel gives your ship the extra boost it needs for a quick getaway. Running out won't leave you stranded, but trust me, without it, you're as good as Reach dust. If you want to pull this off, you'll need the best loot you can find. All over the Reach are lost caches of cutting-edge ship upgrades, powerful weapons, and gear that gives you the upper hand. But do not get cocky. The better the goods, the tougher they'll be to grab. This place is teeming with vicious little surprises. Grab what you can and make it quick, because those other prospectors could crash the party at any moment. Which reminds me, watch your back, because those rival squads will try to board your ship. Keep your guns loaded.
It's a cool concept. I like it.
Your multi-tools ready to repair. They'll do everything they can to try to sabotage you. Don't let them. Now, back to the big score. The artifact. You never know where
Yeah,
it'll
this is 100% Sea of Thieves in space.
pop up, or what kinds of hell you'll have to go through to get it. Many prospectors went in that day, but only the Gamma Gang came out. But it wasn't over yet. They made a mad dash for the Wild Gate, and the other crews were hot on their tail. Which brings us...
Okay, I'm going to say this right now. Once you get eliminated in this game, I know there's people playing the game now, I haven't watched it. If you get eliminated, are you done? Like, are you gone? Or do you get to come back and try to play again, or do you have to go to a different server? My biggest problem with Sea of Thieves is, and they've never really fixed it, okay? Well, actually, sort of they did, right? If you want PvP competition, you can, like, surf servers and go into different servers and fight other people that want PvP. This is all PvP games, so this is, Sea of Thieves, but in space. Now I have the thing, right? We have the artifact. We're moving across the thing. Now every single other ship is attacking us. Let's just say we destroy one of 3 guys that are coming after us. Do they get to come back and come after us, or are they gone? Like, they're done. And then it's 1 versus 3, and then it's 1 versus 2.
Back to here. Now, the Gamma Gang did make it to the Wild Gate, but I never said they made it through. They had the guns, the fuel, the upgrades. Their plan was perfect. Or so they thought. Because there was one thing they didn't expect. Me. That's the Reach, kid. I didn't play
You can betray your own crew?
fair. And you don't have to either. Because out here, the only plan that counts is the one you make up on the
Wait a minute. You can literally betray your own crew? Come on now.
fly.
Interesting. I mean, it looks cool. It's coming out for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and XS and Steam. Sign up now to play test. I signed up and never got an email from them. All right, let me see here. We have an article here talking about it. Okay, to win Wildgate, your crew either needs to be first to grab the artifact and escape from the lawless Typhon Reach throughout the particular Wildgate wormhole. Alternatively, you can also opt in for a more confrontational approach to victory and take out every other gang of space pirates in the sector, your choice. Okay. So once you it sounds like from that, take out each gang. So it sounds like once you kill everybody, then it's basically scot-free, okay? Whether you're looking for success, smash and grab, or victory through applied violence, Wildgate looks like it provides plenty of tools to find your crew's preferred playstyle. You and your fellow space pirates can also opt in for ship archetypes with different defense, offense, and spaceflight specs. Each can also be fortified with traps and upgrades to arm them to also loot throughout the reach during the matches. So that's cool. You can put up booby traps and stuff in your ship, so when if people board your ship, they can get attacked. Adding to the chaos are the characters, prospectors themselves. Whether you choose this, the little space hawk or rabbit man with a demeanor, they also have a unique set of abilities to cause shipborne chaos for your rival free boosters. Wildgate's making pretty compelling pitch. The best moments in each other crew-based games is when they devolve into near panic on your ship, as you and your friends struggle to handle fires, leaks, and incoming cannonballs. Adding their threat and being vented into space and mayhem feels like it's also a combination to me. Okay. It says, alongside Wildgate, Dreamhaven also revealed on April 23rd a release date for Sunderfolk, also publishing partnership, a mech-based mech auto battler from developer Game River, and we also call it fast and fun, deeply strategic. Back in a 2023 preview, we hopefully Dreamhaven support will also keep it away. So it sounds like a fun game. It also sounds like it's going to be. I hope. Here's what I hope about this game. I hope it becomes as popular as like Among Us, right? And what I mean by that is it's just like this fun game that people keep going back to and playing because it's just different every time. If this game is looking for just Twitch to keep it alive, it might fail. But if it's an actual fun game to play where people want to play with each other and play, and you keep adding more different characters, heroes, to do different abilities and whatnot, cool. What I see happening, and again, it sounds like once you kill somebody, they're off the server. So if there's 4 ships or 5 ships on a map, then you're going against 5 other people, and then once you kill them, it's 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, then basically you won the match. Or grab the stuff and then run for the wormhole, which is like an extraction type of thing, or as base, basically, right? You got the stuff, then run to base to try to escape yourselves. And then you have to worry about your crew itself, which could be pretty interesting, which I don't think would happen very often until the very end, meaning like once you kill all the other 4 ships or 5 ships, whatever it is, then your own crew would be eating itself to see who wins. That's a dick move, though. All right? Fun, but a dick move. Now, obviously, I don't think the crew would turn on each other if they're all working together to try to get the actual, arc. But if they're doing this after the fact, once they have the arc and they killed everybody else, then they see who can get the arc by themselves. That'd be interesting, right? I hope the game is good. I hope it's good. But it's gonna be rough. One, what's the price point of the game? I know it's an early access right now or beta test. You have to play the game with 4 other people, so that means you're going in with randos. Okay, then you're gonna have the problems with people not communicating. So hopefully their in-game systems for this is much better, where you can actually communicate and talk to people, or have emotes and stuff to help you out. Otherwise, it's gonna be very frustrating for people. It's gonna be the exact same thing that happened with Sea of Thieves when it first came out. People that didn't want people on their crew. Maybe it's just 2 of you or 3 of you on a team, and then a 4th random person comes in, but you don't want them on your team, so you either kick them out from your group or you put them in a prison type of thing. I don't know if that stuff is in the game, but that was a massive problem with Sea of Thieves. So hopefully they hit the bar and then kind of raise it a little bit so they don't have the exact same issues when the game came out. There's lots of little things that I saw that I think it would be pretty cool to test out. Maybe we could try it out on stream. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully it works out for them. Hopefully it's a successful game. But there's a lot of issues that can go on with this, especially with a multiplayer PvP type of game. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. What do you think of Wild Gates? I think it's pretty interesting. Hopefully it works out for them. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe, and if you'd like to check out some other videos, I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, let me see what you guys are saying here. Okay. Jason says Concord ship battles. Yeah, I would think it's Sea of Thieves in space, Titan. Robert Jones says they have a bunch of those games. My comment was, it still stands. 2 games coming out pretty much the exact same time with the same type of mechanics. If there's games out there, cool. Obviously, I can't play all the games at all times. If there's games out there, did they come out at the exact same time as the other games that you guys are saying they are? Let's see. Crew Papa says, nope. Guns, the original back in the day at PvP. Fun as hell. The ship fights look so slow. Yeah, it doesn't look like you're doing what you did in like No Man's Sky or Star Citizen or Starfield even. Travis says, so Among Us of Thieves and the Guardians of the Sea. Yeah, that's good. Just rolls off the tongue, Travis, right? Among Us of Thieves of the Guardians of the Sea. I think you have to put a fall in there somewhere. Among Us of the Fall of the Thieves of the Guardians of the Sea. Right? You got to put that in there. Krebsy says, gonna be honest, looks dumb as fuck. I mean, I think it could be successful, Krebsy, but I think it goes to the wayside pretty fast. Just because of PvP. I think ship jumpers, what was the other one called? Ship jumpers? I forget what the fucking game is called now. I think that one has more of a appeal than this one, personally. This one will be popular at the start. It'll be popular on Twitch because it's co-op and you're going against other people. But in the long run, I think this one dies off, and I think the other one stays longer, more successful, because it's PvE. Let's see. X-Wow Dev explains the cartoony look at a bit of too cartoony for my liking. I remember Kane at Lynch multiplayer. You can betray your fellow robbers. And where's that game now? That game wasn't very game wasn't very popular. I mean, when it came out, it was good, but it fell off real fast. Sarge says, I'm a loyal crew member. Are you? No, you are. Yeah. Cutler says, Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Yep, we're going to watch it. We're going to watch it tomorrow. Robert Jones says, all PvP games should be designed with the end game in mind. Allow private servers or peer-to-peer. 100%, Robert. I agree with that. If you could betray your teammates, wonder if your friendly fire is on from the start. Could be. Could be. I wonder if you could betray your teammates by killing them and shooting them. Because, look, if you... God, you just saying that gave me a whole bunch of ideas in my head, Titan, right? So let's say we all get in a match, right? Travis, Titan, Akuta Papa, and myself are on a team. Okay, obviously we're killing Travis right away. I'm just joking, right? But let's say I kill off you guys, right? Now I betray you guys, right? Now I'm by myself, and now I make a deal. Can I join another crew, right? Can I join another crew and be with them, right? Or is it one now? Now is it 1 versus 12, right? Because there's 4 on each ship. Jump ship, thank you. I played it, and this is why I can say it's better than Unreal Engine 5 on many fronts. I even proceeds information better. World says, I'm just joking. No, you're not. 3v1 from the get-go. Right. No, that's not fine, 30. Oh, no, that's fine, 30. You always kill off the biggest threat first. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. No, but you understand what I'm saying? Like the amount of trollery could go on in this game. Like right off the bat. Like everyone's working on the ship and all of a sudden you start fucking with the engine. And you're like, who the fuck's fucking with the engine? So now I got to figure out, now you're playing Among Us on the ship, right? Like you're playing your own Among Us game on your solo ships, and then you're also trying to find weapons, and then you're also trying to fight other people, then you're also trying to find... There's a lot going on here. Sarge says, but you need other people for the ship to function. That's true. That's true. So you don't kill him right off the bat, Sarge. But can I leave my ship to go get someone else? Robert Jones says, or cut loosely hanging fruit, because it's easy. I think you meant the weakest link, Travis. It looks fun with friends and a pain in the ass with randoms. It's completely two different games, right? Same game. You come in, you're like, man, I had so much fun. I played with all my whole crew of friends. I'm going to go back in and play. Randoms are like, this game fucking sucks. That's how fast it turns, Ultron. That's how fast it turns. It goes from, this is a fantastic game, to, bro, I'm done with this game. The people are just a bunch of assholes playing. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even including the comms. That's not even including the comms. World says it's like COD when the teammates would just shoot the rocket into the ground at the beginning of the match. Yeah. Like, there's so much that could actually go wrong with this game. Jesus, is it already? It's already noon. My God. My God. All right. Let's see what's happening over on Twitter. Oh, no. Hold on. That's what I wanted. Kuda Papa says 26 months. Oh, well, now I gotta, hold on one second. Now I gotta do it, and I gotta put it loud and proud. 26 months of spending time with you, you filthy animals. Thank you much for the 26 months. Appreciate you. 26 months of regret. Yeah. 26 months of regret. Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to stop that. We have No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky had stuff, right? We got to watch the No Man's Sky stuff. Hold on. Did they... Yeah, here it is.
Archaeology to No Man's Sky.
It's 51 seconds. All right, hold on one second. Let's see what they've added.
Relics brings archaeology to No Man's Sky. Design your own skeletal displays. Create your own museum. Barter to find the rarest exhibits. But some things are buried for a reason. More will follow.
All right, so Relics design creature skeletons. Okay. You can make your own museum. Reanimated guardians. So you got different bosses and villains now. Okay. Pretty cool. Collect huge variety of bones. That's what she said. Relic expedition. Fossil trading. Improve abandoned mode. What is this? Playing with an abandoned universe has been streamlined and enhanced Space stations now contain functional upgrade stations for exosuit, starship, and also multi-tool, as well as savage boxes containing valuable upgrades. Travelers can also scavenge further technology from planetary buried caches, and purple systems are automatically viable in the galaxy map. Okay. Otherworldly bone creatures. So now there's just bone creatures walking around the world. Okay. Shared fossil creations. Oh, okay. So you can put your stuff and people can collect them. Living stone hard pack. You have new bone. Okay, bone crusher or bone broth. Okay. Planetary dig sites. Okay. Living stone customization. That's cool. Oh, now, see, this is another game I have to go. Right now, I got Atomfall. Got to finish Avowed. Got to go back to No Man's Sky. Fucking, you got 33 Immortals. You got Towerborn coming out. Like, I got too many games, chat. There's too many games to play. I got Marvel Rivals. Colossal Stone. Look at it. It's like something out of Marvel. Big giant stone creatures coming out of the ground. Titanic bone worms. Precious stone relics. Bold explorers can steal vigilant stones lifted by slumber guardians. These are relics, highly lucrative, but may also provoke... Okay, so you have to get that. Decorate freely with bones. Okay. You get a crown staff. That looks pretty cool. Interplanetary navigations. Pin celestial bodies to the starship navigation systems from discovery screens to help locate undiscovered planets within the solar system, or narrow down the search for rare planet features such as ancient bones. Okay, so there you go. You can do that now. It's a lot of stuff, man. And look at this. Look at this. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Steam, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Game Pass, Mac, and Nintendo Switch. More purchase options. They have more purchase options, right? Then you can go hard copy, digital. It's crazy. They're everywhere. Everywhere. Waterbear says Atomfall, Doom, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, there's a lot. World says, you see that live stream Marvel has on Twitter, Mike? No, I did not. What are they doing there? What is the live stream on Marvel? Waterbear says 24 hours in a day, sleep 5, work 8, gym 2, then you have family time, then the games. Yep. Announcing who's in Doomsday? I'll just wait for the tweet, I guess. Oh, is it this right here? So you got Crims Hemsworth. Why isn't it playing? What's it doing? Why is Twitter broke? Here, let me refresh this. So 3 million people are watching it. Vanessa Kirby, Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan. Okay. You got Wright, and you got Paul Rudd. Well, hopefully it's good. Right now, they're just like lost, you know? Krebs says they're showing a name, waiting 15 minutes, show the next name, wait 15 minutes, show the next. Jesus. That's what content is now, huh? It's a lot of ad revenue they can put in between all that. Sarge says 3 million people watching fucking chairs. Well, there's gonna be articles written about this, Sarge. That's 1 million more people that are watching chairs than playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah. More people watching chairs than playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. Look, it says right here. It says right here. I don't care if it's how many people. It says live. Right now. Live. It says live. Live. 3.1 million views. I don't care if it's they came in and left. It's the same exact thing as what AC is doing. Players. Views. 3.1 million views. There's more people watching chairs than playing the video game. Would you say there's an interest in see what happens to Marvel? Introducing more in-game benefits for free-to-play games with Game Pass, cosmetic characters, in-game currency, and more. So Call of Duty, Warzone, League of Legends, the finals, and Overwatch 2. In-game benefits coming to Game Pass. Starting this week, Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass members will have access to in-game benefits for the following games. Heroes of the Storm. In this realm between realms, anything's possible. Play to unlock 30 heroes from across the Blizzard Entertainment universe as we welcome you to the Nexus. Naroka, Blade Point, Cloud, Console, and PC. Use the Xbox profile to log in to unlock all heroes. Exclusive Xbox headgear, Phoenix Prince pack. Smite 2 console. Unlock the exclusive high velocity skin, 5 gods, OP title, GG emote with the Smite 2 welcome pack. The finals unlock the grind set sponsored, okay, featured a full set of outfits of 3 weapon skins, charmed a 25% boost of match XP, and players also unlock 500 multi-bucks when they claim their prize. We'll also bring even more in-game benefits for Game Pass Ultimate for PC Game Pass members regularly starting in April of 2025. Players will get access to in-game benefits for the following titles. Asphalt Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, Enlisted, and War Thunder. Another value of why you're paying for Ultimate. There you go. So they're trying to get people hey, why should I play? Well, if you're playing any of these games, right? If you're playing any of these games, you might want to have Game Pass because you get more bonus on top of that. YouTube is changing how YouTube Shorts are viewed. Okay. How's this working? YouTube is changing how it counts views on YouTube Shorts to give creators a deeper understanding on how their Shorts content is performing, the company announced on Wednesday. Shorts views will count the number of times a creator's short starts to play or replay. In the past, the view had to have been counted after the short was viewed for a certain number of seconds. As a result of the change, view counts will be higher moving forward. Okay, YouTube says that it's also making changes because it heard that the creators want to understand how often the shorts are actually seen. The idea is that allow creators can now better showcase the full extent of their reach, making it easier to inform content strategies and present their work potential brand partners. That means, are they going to change the way views? So wait a minute. If they're changing the way it's viewed by if it's just seen, then instead of a certain amount of time, then views go up. If views go up, are they changing what works to get partnered off of that? I wonder. Okay. It says, with the update, YouTube Shorts will now align with the metrics of those of TikTok and Instagram Reels, both of which track the number of times your video starts or replays. YouTube notes that the creators will now be able to better understand how the short videos are performing across multiple platforms. Creators who also are still interested in the original Shorts metric can also view it by navigating to advanced mode with the YouTube Analytics. The metric, now called engaged viewers, will continue to allow creators to see how many viewers choose to continue watching their short. YouTube notes the change won't impact creators' earnings, there you go, or how they become eligible for YouTube Partner Program, as both of these factors will continue to be based engaged views rather than updated metric. Well, that's huge. That's huge right there. Okay? Because it shows you a view, and it shows you, like, more people, they don't watch it for 10 seconds, but they watch it for 2 seconds. The 2-second views don't get counted, but the 10-second views do. So now they're changing the way that works. Interesting. Doesn't change monetarily. Yeah, we'll probably talk about that, Krebsy, on GXG. That seems more of a topic me and Sarge can go back and forth with. Mm-mm. 30 on the shorts. Even if I scroll past it, it records as a view in my history. Now it does, right? It didn't count like that before, Z. You had to watch. You had to watch, I think it was like 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Otherwise, it wouldn't count. I forget what the actual count was. All right, let's see what else is happening on Twitter. Aaron, you come in every day and ask me what my real name is. If you were here longer than 30 seconds, you would actually know people say it. I'm not going to say it just for the fact. Why does it matter what my name is? My name is 30. NSG. And if you're here, people call me by my name all the time. The hell is Star Wars Night? Star Wars Celebration tickets for April 16th. Official game event Star Wars Night can be purchased from tickets in Japan. It's sports and entertainment. Look at the... I don't think the baseball game is going to be anything like this. What are we doing here? Can I see a baseball game where they're using lightsabers? There's going to be a lot of strikeouts. Going to be a lot of strikeouts. Why would it be calling me 30 be a disrespect? I love the I love the picture they use. They have this picture, and then they use this picture for him, and then they use this picture for her. Right? Like, you can pick better pictures to show us like who's going to be in it. It's now in production. What else is going on? Let me see. Scrolling through. A lot of the No Man's Sky talk. A lot of RoboCop talk. RoboCop's a great game. Great game. Glad it's other people can play it now. It means it got paid to get put on there. I wonder if it's going to come to Game Pass. Zelda Echoes Wisdom drops to the lowest price yet. What price is that? $42. $47 on Amazon. $47 for Zelda, the last Zelda that came out, Echoes of the Wisdom. Xbox testing a Game Hub feature that would also change how you launch games. Xbox says it's testing a new feature called Game Hubs that appears when trying to launch a game, bringing up the additional screen of information such as achievements and playtime alongside a play button instead of immediately booting up the game. As reported by VGC, who has access to the update, the feature is currently being tested by select members of the Xbox Inside Preview program. The Game Hub appears when selecting a game title from the player's library of the recently played games list, and instead of launching on the game as usual, it brings up an additional screen showing stats like gamer score associated with and choosing title. The Game Hub also shows available DLC add-ons, in-game captures, in-game events, and other information tailored for the chosen game. The Game Hub is also info screen, defaults on having the play button selected, so double press the A button will launch the game as usual. Xbox official description of the feature states that the feature is for highlighting relevant information about the game being played, including friends who are also playing the stats and also add-ons. And if you're in a hurry to start playing, the default focus of the Game Hub will always be on play button, enable a seamless double tap play experience for the game. What? I got a double tap? No, okay. So that's just another feature. Okay. Wonder if they're doing that for the handheld and stuff that's coming out to make it easier. I wonder if the Game Hub will be like, do you want to play it on Xbox, Steam? You know what I mean? Like where you want to play it. John Plague 30 Jr. says, the names aren't serious. See, changed mine. You son of a bitch. Well, now you're going to confuse me. You're going to confuse me, John. Wait a minute. Is that me? Is that me? 30 Junior. Oh, you know what I have to show you? This is great. This is great. Right? So you guys made fun of me the other day. Let me show you this. Z made this. Let me show you what Z made. Okay. It's pretty scary. It's pretty scary, but it's pretty funny. Okay. It's gonna get I gotta shut the music off because it's gonna get me in trouble. Because it'll definitely hit me. But I want you to look at this is what he made. Okay, he took my face and put it on Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man. Is it an edited song? I can play the song, Z? It's not gonna hit me? If I can play the song, I'll do it. Okay. All right. So let me do it then. I swear to God, if I get hit. That's going to get hit. That's going to get hit. I love this though. Yeah, I had hair in that movie. I never had hair like that. The scary part of this is not that my face is on Robert Downey Jr.'s body. Is it that I have hair? That's the scary part. The best shot is when the helmet comes down. I showed it to my son. This part right here. Oh, wait, where is it? This part right. Where is it? This one right here. My son loved this shot. He's like, that looks awesome. I want to rewatch this whole movie, but with my face. It looks so strange. It looks so strange because I don't have a beard. Like, I don't have this beard. It's uncanny. It's uncanny. I've always had short hair though. I've always kept my hair short. Now my hair is pretty thinning, but you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What do we need, Hack? What do we need? So is that the new multiverse movie? Yeah. I'm in Iron Man 6. I don't know how that would work. I have no idea. If you could put my face on Robert Downey's in Tropic Thunder and still stay the same color, that would be fucking hilarious. I don't know how that would work. I don't think that would work, though. Z says, I will do it. I mean, go ahead. Go ahead. But it'll look weird if it's my white face on him. You know what I mean? He's a streamer to pretend to be another streamer. He's a guy playing the dude, guy playing the other dude. Yeah. All right, I think that's it for us today. What is this? Trackmania World Tour. World Tour officially launched with the highly anticipated return of 2v2 format. Okay. All right, so tomorrow we're going to be watching the Nintendo Direct at 10 o'clock in the a.m. So if you guys want to come watch that, we'll watch that tomorrow morning. We'll be back tonight for more Split Fiction with Sarge over on our other channel, 30 and Still Gaming. So if you want to watch the third installment of Split Fiction, we're doing that live tonight over on 30 and Still Gaming. We'll also be back tomorrow for the Daily Grind right here. You can also watch our other broadcasts, past broadcasts, or podcasts that we do on Thursday nights, Generation X Gaming on this channel. The next show is tomorrow evening. And you can also watch our other channel, Nerding with 30. It goes over entertainment news. You can watch our gaming channel, which is 30 and Still Gaming. You can watch this channel, live broadcasts, 30 NSG, and you can also listen to the AI-created songs that I do over on 30 and Still Jamming. Appreciate it very much. You guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great afternoon, day, or evening, wherever you are, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Sunshine, rise and shine. The Daily Grind is here on time with gaming news and fun galore. We'll chat and entertain once more. The coffee's hot, the mic is on. Jump in the chat, let's have some fun. From pixels small to stories grand, we bring the magic to your hand. We're nitty, tune in daily, don't you miss entertainment wrapped in bliss. From new releases, tips and tricks, the Daily Grind, your morning fix. Controller ready, headset too, we've got the updates just for you. From late night streams to morning plays, we cover gaming always. Controller ready, headset too, we got the updates just for you. From late night streams to morning plays, we cover gaming all the ways. Laughs and news on winning blend, the show with you, our dearest friend. Comments rolling, chats alive, the Daily Grind, 5-star vibe. Tune in daily, don't you miss entertainment wrapped in bliss. From new releases, tips and tricks, the Daily Grind, your morning fix. Good morning, sunshine, rise and shine. The Daily Grind is here on time with gaming news and fun galore. We'll chat and entertain once more. The coffee's hot, the mic is on. Jump in the chat, let's have some fun. From pixels small to stories grand, we bring the magic to your hand. Tune in daily, don't you miss entertainment wrapped in bliss. From new releases, tips and tricks, the Daily Grind, your morning fix. Come on in, your morning